Hello there. Welcome to Cooking with a Coonass. Today we are going to make pumpkin pie. Getting ready for Thanksgiving here. And the first thing we want to do is take all the seeds out of it, obviously. And we want to boil them. Get all that nasty crap out of there. Okay. Now, what we need to do is add 3/4 cup sugar, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons pumpkin spice. You add that together, which, let's see here. Alright, while that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and make the pie crust. So what you want to do is you want to sift out your flour 3 times. So you want to put more flour than what you're going to need to go into it. So you sift it out 3 times, and then you sift it out one more time with the 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and that's going to be your 2 cups of flour you're going to need for this. And once you do that, you're gonna take about 2/3 cup of Crisco, non-flavored. Don't use the butter flavoring. And you're going to mix that in with the flour. Okay, now after you get it nice and crumbled up in here, okay, nice and crumbled up, you add 6 tablespoons of ice water. You want it nice and ice cold. So, once you do that, you get it into a nice ball. And then you put it in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes. It's very important that you remember to put it in the refrigerator to chill, because if you don't, it's going to be too soft. You want the coldness to kind of harden it up a little bit, so it's not so mushy. Okay, now make sure you get flour covering the rolling pin. And roll out the dough. Apply more flour as needed. Keep the dough from sticking. Continue flattening the dough until you get as close as you can to a round pie shape. You probably have to do a little bit of trimming. the edges of the dough up and just kind of roll the dough off the surface, just like that. Then you get the pie plate ready and just kind of roll it out into the pie dish. You might get some tears, but that's okay. You can just patch it up with more dough. Just kind of trim the edges off. Take the excess that's hanging off and just kind of trim it off of there. And just kind of patch it up a little bit. Alright, now we got the pumpkins. Now, the way we're going to do this is you got your pumpkin and you're just going to kind of scrape it with a spoon. Just like so. Right out of the rind. Okay, now that we've got all of the pumpkin extracted off the rinds, we're gonna kind of mash it up in a bowl to where it's smooth. You want to get it all nice and smooth. Now, once you get that smoothness, alright, now you want slightly beaten. Alright, that's good enough. Now, okay, you're going to want 30 ounces of pumpkin. So, that was 15. Remember, when you measure it out, you gotta kind of pack it down. Okay. All right, and kind of mix it up a little bit here. Now we have our mixture that we mixed up earlier. And go ahead and kind of mix that in here. Now you want to add a cup and a half of evaporated milk and a half a cup of water. pour this into the pie filling. And pour this into the other pie filling. Okay, well, the pumpkin pie is now done. And here is our, just pulled it out of the oven. Look at that. Look at that. That's what it should look like. Now, you put it in the oven for 425 for 15 minutes, and then you change it to 350 and cook it for another 45 minutes. And when you can stick a toothpick in it and pull it out, and the toothpick comes out clean, you know it's done. That's how you do the pumpkin pie. So, thank you for watching Cooking with a Coonass.